We are going to look at how we add and subtract polynomial functions. So we're given two functions here, f of x and g of x. And we need to find the value of the function f plus g of 3. So there's two methods we can do for a problem like this. In this video, we're going to look at the first method. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create the function f plus g of x. Then once we have that function, we are going to evaluate it for an input value of 3. So in order to find the new function f plus g of x, all we have to do is add the function f of x to the function g of x. And then we will have a new function called f plus g of x. So let's start creating our new function. So f of x equals 3x squared minus 5x plus 7. So I'm going to add that polynomial to the polynomial for g of x. So first let's write out the polynomial that comes from the function f of x. So I have 3x squared minus 5x plus 7. Now I want to add that to the function g of x, which is x squared minus 4x minus 3. So I'm going to add x squared minus 4x minus 3. Now, I did put parentheses around the two different polynomials, but since I'm just adding and there are no coefficients outside of the parentheses, I don't have to distribute anything. I don't have to distribute a negative sign like I would if it were a subtraction problem. So I can really just drop the parentheses. So I have 3x squared minus 5x plus 7 plus x squared minus 4x minus 3. Now really all I have to do is combine like terms. So my 3x squared will combine with my x squared term, and that will give me 4x squared. The minus 5x will combine with the minus 4x, and that gives me minus 9x. And then the constants, the plus 7 and the minus 3, that gives me a plus 4. So now I have my new function. So f plus g of x equals 4x squared minus 9x plus 4. Now, that's not my final answer though. Remember, I need to find f plus g of 3. So I take this new function I've created, and I'm going to replace the input variable x with a value of 3. So now I'm finding the value of f plus g of 3. So this is where I'm going to use my skeleton method. So everywhere I saw an x in the function, I'm going to replace it with an open set of parentheses. So I have 4 and then open set of parentheses squared minus 9 times the open parentheses plus 4. And inside those open parentheses, I'm going to input the I'm going to input the value of 3 to replace the variable. So now I just have to follow order of operations. So my first step is 3 squared, which is 9. So I get 4 times 9. Then I'm going to do 9 times 3, so that becomes minus 27, and then I add 4. Now I multiply the 4 times the 9, so I get 36 minus 27 plus 4, which gives me 9 plus 4, which gives me 13. So I'm ready for my final answer. F plus g of 3 equals 13. And that's my final answer because remember, I was asked to find f plus g of 3. So the value of f plus g of 3 equals 13, and you can see I have it written in proper function notation.